So now let's get up close and personal with these thermostats. We're going to start with the T6 Pro. Again, all push buttons, no touchscreen. I made a mistake in my initial video. It is not a 4-button, it's 5 buttons. So the 2 on the outside, plus and minus, that's for changing our temperature. And then the 3 along the middle, those perform the function that it says right above those. So the first one says mode, the next one is menu, and then fan. So let's just start with our mode. So right now we're in the off mode. We can cycle through that. And so the first is auto. And so a good feature that these thermostats have is the auto changeover function, which just means that when you set it in auto, it's automatically based on how you set your temperatures going to cycle between heating or cooling, which is really good for spring and fall, as we have cold temperatures in the mornings and warm temperatures in the afternoons. We can just set it and leave it. So put it in automatic mode, set our temperatures, and it's automatically going to decide if it needs to heat or cool. So that's auto. Or we can just go to straight heat mode, and it's just straight heat mode. It will only heat. So if the temperature drops below what we have for our set point, it's going to cycle the heat on. Same thing for cooling, only going to be able to cool. Drops, or the temperature goes above our cooling set point, then it's going to kick the cooling on, and then off. And there is one more mode, I believe. Nope, that's all we have. So in a heat pump, there would be an extra mode for emergency heat, but this one is just a straight conventional system for auto, heat, cool, and off. The next button is our menu. And so that's where we can change our time. If I wanted to change my time there, I would select, and the time is wrong on this one. It says that it's 6:07 a.m. So I'm gonna take that to, it is currently 6:07 p.m. And I'm going to select and select. That saves those changes. If I want to go over to the next option, we can go over to the date. So we can set that date if we would like. It's 2023, April the 27th is accurate. So it's going to save that. And then the next one is Fahrenheit or Celsius. I suspect everyone in the United States is going to want to use Fahrenheit, which is what we default to. But if you would like to use Celsius, you have that option. And then finally, you have the ability to lock the thermostat. So in a lock mode, once you lock that, that just means that no one can change the settings. You have to go in and manually unlock that. And there's some methods for how to go unlock that. It's a little bit tricky, so I'm not going to lock this thermostat right off for this demonstration. But I'm going to go back to home, and we get back to our home screen. The next button is fan. Right now it says that the fan is in auto. We can put that into a fan on, and then there's one extra setting. Oh, it doesn't have it here, so looks like we didn't get that set in. But you can program in a circulate mode. So if it says fan circulate, what that does, so in on, the fan runs nonstop. Your blower is going to run nonstop. If you have some kind of variable speed control, it may drop to its lowest speed. But it's going to stay on and not go off. In the auto mode, that's only going to energize the indoor blower whenever the heating or cooling kicks on. And so that can be a problem in mild weather periods. Say it's spring and the temperature doesn't get above 55 or 60 degrees for several days. The heating or cooling may never come on. And so you have no air circulation. So that's where fan circulate comes in handy. And what that will do is if it sees that the system has not come on to run the blower for a fixed amount of time, then it's going to bring the fan on just to give you some air circulation so that you don't get a stale house. That's an improvement from the old thermostats that only had auto and on. So now we have a fan circulate. It's just not programmed into this one. Sorry.